Would you consider yourself a Tea Party candidate?
Would I consider myself a Tea Party candidate? You know, probably have to ask the Tea Party that instead of me. You know, the Tea Party, although it exists in Hawaii, isn't that big. It certainly isn't as big as it is perhaps in other U.S. states. I guess my description of the Tea Party would be similar to that of President Obama's description, and that I think they have a lot of very legitimate concerns that I share.
Mm-hmm. What about Eric Odom? He came to Hawaii to help you be elected to Congress, and he's a national Tea Party organizer, longtime Republican activist. Do you think your victory owes a little bit towards his involvement in your race, or not at all?
First of all, you mentioned the name Eric Odom. I had to pause there and think, who is that? You know, again, I'm happy for a lot of support I got from a lot of entities around this country in my race, but my race ultimately was won by the hard work of volunteers on the ground in Hawaii by Hawaii residents. I mean, if you look back in terms of the number of volunteers, the amount of money I raised from the Tea Party, I would be very surprised if it was more than 1 or 2 percentage points in terms of both volunteer time as well as financial support. With all that said here, I don't want to minimize here or say I don't welcome Tea Party support or I'm going to turn it away. I did not. I will not. But I mean, the Tea Party had as much influence as any other interest group that, you know, gave 1% or 2% of volunteer time and financial support to my campaign. And you know, you can list probably 3 dozen different organizations out there that probably fit in that mold.